Hi everybody, this is Rob from Build Your Instagram Leads and Sales, and tonight I thought I would just hop on spontaneously because that's sometimes just what I need to do. And I thought I would invite my beautiful, lovely wife, Amy. Hi honey, how are you?
You sound like an interviewer.
Alright, I am an interviewer. Okay. Thought I'd bring her on today because, I think that...
I brought him on my live and he felt bad.
Well, yeah, that too. She did a live for her business center. Now it's my turn to hop on for this, and I thought she would come on because we support each other in everything we do. I'll just be honest. On this page, we have a lot of Beachbody coaches on here, and she rocks at that. She's been doing that for years, so I like to have her come on and talk kind of about Beachbody stuff because it's what a lot of you do. And even if it is a Beachbody centric, I have a lot of other health and wellness type entrepreneurs on this page that can always benefit from learning about promoting themselves on social media. So she is here to just interject or punch me in the face if I start like going on some weird tangent like blah, 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 blah. She's like Rob.
I like to smack him a lot because he sounds like an interviewer a lot of the time.
Hi, how are you? It's Rob.
Or like a football announcer or something.
Actually, I think when you're on, I loosen up a little bit. Because when I'm up here by myself, I'm usually like, hi, this is Rob from Build Your Instagram Leads and Sales. Today we're going to talk about, hashtags. And it's just like, it's cool. I get through the lesson and, I get through the Q&A. But having you in here, it's just nice just to kind of bounce some stuff off of. So it's cool. And along that, I was kind of thinking maybe in the future I would start reaching out to really awesome Instagrammers and maybe even start to have interviews here in the group just so you guys can learn from the best. So I'm going to start working that into the schedule as we go along here. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys about a few things. I posted in the group earlier about kind of an uncomfortable subject for a lot of people. And Amy, I think you can comment on this a little bit. And that is financing your home-based business. So when a lot of people sign up for those are nice faces you mentioned. Here, let's make. I'm
trying to be animated.
How's that? Here, I'll tell you what I'm saying.
Don't do that. You do that anyways.
I know.
I'm sorry if he does that because he doesn't.
I don't do it normally on these lives. I really don't. Honestly, really what I do is I cram myself in this quarterback here. And I just hi, my name is Rob from Build Your Instagram Leads and Sales. Today we're going to talk about the power of Instagram Live. It can get kind of dicey once in a while, but the baby is sleeping. All of y'all are aware that we have a newborn, so it's nice just to be able to, take a second for ourselves and go on Facebook Live and talk to people. What did you forget to talk about?
Oh, sorry.
Sidebar.
In my head.
Here, y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna talk to my wife. What did you forget to talk about?
I really did.
That sucks. You might have to hop back on, huh?
No.
No? All right, cool.
Tomorrow.
Just make it. Yeah, do it tomorrow. Anyway, so financing. We're getting sidetracked. Financing your home-based business. So, all right. Amy, she's been working the health and wellness entrepreneurship for over 7 years. And there's just certain things that you have to buy in order to move on in your business. Now, do you want to kind of talk about some of the things that we had to invest in as you grew in your business?
Well, I mean, trainings are one.
Ugh, trainings. How many did we go to?
Because if you don't go to trainings and you've never ran a business before, you're not going to know what you're doing. Mm-mm. I mean, I'm sure that the company has some trainings and some, stuff that you can do, but if you don't do that, if you don't go to just outside trainings, you're never going to know what's going on.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's important.
Well,
invest in that.
Absolutely. And I think, one of the frustrations with a lot of, especially new coaches starting out or new health and wellness entrepreneurs is that they don't get that great training from their, sweet. Hey, I'm live, according to my wife's notifications. She got a notification on Facebook saying, we're live. Hi, this is happening. All right, so, a lot of times the training is just not there. So you will see a lot of coaches putting health and wellness entrepreneurs, putting a lot of content out there on social media, but it's not exactly what needs to happen to bring the people in, And then you see these top level entrepreneurs out there just raking in thousands of leads and thousands of, it's crazy town, okay? So in order to break through that mold, you have to, you're absolutely right, Amy, you have to invest in training. Now, some of you, thank you very much, have invested in my boot camp, and that is an excellent, smart move. Trust me, I love every one of you.
No, it really was, because like he's one of the best trainers out there as far as Instagram.
Oh, honey.
No, for real. Like, he knows his...
We're all adults here.
I'm not a swearer.
Okay? Yeah, no.
I'm really not.
Not in here, anyway.
Not unless I'm really mad.
Not unless you're really mad, yeah. Yeah, that's...
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, moving on. That was terrible.
No, it wasn't. This is the greatest Facebook live session ever, people. And I hope that some of y'all watch this after, because we're nailing it tonight. Anyway, yes. So, yes, my boot camps. I have a great boot camp going on right now. They are learning a lot. They are learning about how to niche themselves in the social media space, which is very hard to do. How to brand yourself.
Let me add something.
Yeah, add something.
Like, I'm sorry. I just thought about this because this is important, okay? Like, it's very important that you pay for training. It's very important that you go to training to find out what you're doing. But please remember that the most important thing that you can do for your business is talking to people.
Oh, yeah. You
have to do that on top of watching training or going to training or whatever. It's just talking to people. Because if you don't talk to people, you're not going anywhere. You know, my mentor told me that if you don't talk to people, your business is stalled. And she also said that if you can take a bunch of trainings, you can do all this, but if you don't do the number one activity, which is talking to people, then it's just...
And you know, some of you people out there have a lot of followers, and that's just a gold mine. All you gotta do is open your followers and just start talking. Just go down the list. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm the admin of this account. I just wanted to thank you for following me. Are you on a food prep journey as well? Or are you... just open the conversation and start talking, okay? And sometimes these trainings will help you get through that fear, because a lot of people have fear of talking to people. A lot of people have fear of putting themselves out there. Okay. What?
No, go ahead. No, keep talking.
A lot of people have fear of putting themselves out there too, and that is so huge on social media, is just getting that thick skin. When you get out there, you're putting yourself out there, and you're going to get these haters, you're going to get these people who are just like, you're a fraud or whatever, or, some people are just bad. They're just real trolls, So, how do you get through that? You talk to people. You go to trainings. You get pumped up. You just get knowledge, and you break through those limiting beliefs that cause you to think you can't do something, and you just do it. Next thing you know, you're pumping out all sorts of awesome content on Instagram. Your images are awesome, and your captions are right on, and your bio kicks all sorts of ass. And oh, by the way, let's talk about images. So I went on the group a little bit today, and I talked about images. And one of the things that you just might have to do is invest in some equipment, okay? And when I mean equipment, you could get a camera, really nice camera. I don't specifically have a recommendation because I don't use a camera. I use my iPhone 7, which I actually had to finance myself because I went around for a long time with this really cracked iPhone. Are you on your phone?
I'm trying to edit.
Live.
You're doing well. Just keep going.
We're on a Facebook Live. She's scrolling her phone.
No, I'm not scrolling. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it. I'm really not scrolling my phone.
She's scrolling her phone, guys. What is up with this? Okay, so yes, there are some things you're probably gonna have to buy in order to really just take your business to the next level, if that makes sense. So, camera, iPhone 7, something with a really decent camera.
This is okay too.
Yeah,
this is great.
That's the phone I had for a while, the iPhone 5S. But one of my business mentors recommended to me the iPhone 7 because of its awesome camera. And instead of going out to buy a normal camera, I just upgraded to the iPhone 7. Did you just roll your eyes?
No, I looked at the ceiling.
Why are you rolling your eyes?
I just looked at the ceiling. That's all I did.
OMG. I can't take you anywhere. Anyway.
The iPhone 5 is just fine. I don't know what they're talking about with the iPhone 7 is the best camera. It's just...
Okay, we are going off topic here. The point I'm trying to say...
You don't have to get an expensive phone, is all I'm trying to say. Like, the iPhone 5 is fine. And if you want to get the 7, then that's too cool too.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that some of you might have a flip phone right now.
Oh yeah.
Some of you might have an iPhone 4. Some of you may have an Android.
Whatever you have.
Whatever you have, you might need something better, whether it is the 5S or the 7 or a camera. You need to finance these things. These things don't come free. And a lot of people are nervous of going into debt because this is a business that they don't necessarily see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. A lot of people have a hard time seeing that end result just because there is so much caution in the wind when it comes to putting yourself out there and hoping that other people respond. There is no guarantee, unfortunately. So you need to up your chances by investing in yourself and investing in better equipment and stuff. That way more people see you as a professional. Because I keep posting on the Instagram bootcamp, or I'm sorry, the Facebook group. I keep posting, hey, people, and it's a little bit tough love, but people buy from professionals, not amateurs. And if you don't have your ducks in a row, people are less likely to buy from you. And that's kind of what we all want, right? We want those sales. That's kind of why we're here, you know? We want to help people, but my philosophy, and Amy, I hope you agree with me, is we're running a business. And these people need to buy from you in order to be helped. That's just kind of the way it is, you know? So up your chances, buy some equipment, finance your stuff. So how do you finance your stuff? How do you do it without getting into debt and not necessarily breaking the bank and not telling the kids they're not eating dinner tonight because I gotta go buy a camera?
I don't think you want to go that far.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, how do you do that? Well, how did I do it? Well, I managed to upgrade to the iPhone 7. I got a ring light, which this is pretty cool. This ring light, by the way, it's pretty sweet. About
it gets rid of all of the flaws.
I look really sweaty and old. I will not lie to you. I look like a 50-year-old man in this dang thing.
No.
I do. Okay.
I look really good.
You do. You look great. You look. Doesn't she look good?
Sorry.
She looks fabulous.
Off topic.
Yeah,
Okay.
she looks fabulous. Okay. So I invested in the iPhone, the ring light. We got the photo shoot done, which was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Bought a website, a domain. I bought, actually I bought quite a bit of stuff. And I did it without going into debt. So how did I do it? And all this upgrades my level of my business. And 2 ways I did it, okay? First way is I took what I knew about my niche, and I sold it as hard as I could. And you know, some people might say, well, you know, whatever I do might be worth like a lot of money, but you know what? I just went for the jugular and said, no, I got to realize where I am in the online space now. I'm a beginner. I may have this awesome boot camp that I may be able to sell for hundreds, you know, $300-400, but no, I'm going to beta test it for less than that, and I'm going to use that money. And what it is great because it's great practice for me. And so versus someone like you out there, if you're wondering, well, you know, how does that translate to me? Well, if you are a health and wellness entrepreneur, you find that one person, you sign them up and you mentor them. You mentor them hard, you coach them hard, and you may only get that $40 commission fee, but you mentor them, you coach them really hard, and it increases your skills as a coach. So next time you'll sign up 2 people. And then you'll coach them, and then word of mouth, and next thing you know, you get testimonials, and pretty soon people
testimonials are so important, you guys. You know, that is one thing that I learned late in the game. If you have customers, I would prefer to call them clients. Because that's just what I've learned over the years. They feel like more valued versus if you call them customers. Because if you call them customers, then they're just giving you money, and that's not good. So clients are somebody that you take care of. That invest in you and you take care of.
And you want to create lifers.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, you have to have testimonials. Like, so right from the beginning, like even right now, like no matter how long you've been in, or even if you've had past clients, you need to go back, reach back and ask for testimonials. What has my coaching done for you? You know, what results have you gotten and stuff like that. So when you get all these stories together, you have something to share. And like I said, I learned this late in the game, so I didn't do it. It's not a good idea. You want to do it. And I'm definitely doing it this time.
Oh, yeah.
So, no doubt I'm doing it this time. But just a warning out there for all y'all who...
And then when you guys do your call to actions on your Instagrams, what you do is you make that post. And what I always teach about the call to actions is your call to actions have to look so different from the rest of the content on your Instagram. It has to distort the senses. That's basically what it is. You make that call to action, and then in the Instagram stories, you go ahead and post your testimonials. Does that make sense? So a testimonial doesn't have to be that hard either. You just get one of your clients to message you on the Instagram direct messenger or Facebook messenger and just say, hey, I had a great time with you. I learned so much from you. I would definitely keep you as a coach, blah, blah, blah. Take that message, erase the names or whatever for privacy, and then post that. Post that in your Instagram stories. Use that as part of your marketing strategy to get more clients in. I'm telling you, it's solid gold. You are absolutely right, honey. I'm so glad I brought her on. I am. I'm happy that I brought you on. So that is the first way in which I made money. Was I took what I knew and I just realized where I was at and I ran with it hard. Not probably at full value of which maybe I sold it, but you know what? I realized where I was at and I just valued it based on where I thought I would be, and I just ran with it. So
now a little bit more about how you can make money if you don't. I don't say if you don't necessarily want to, go after people and, get them as clients, but you should do that. But all I'm saying is if you really want to invest in your business, what else did you do? You sold your stuff, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. So
you forgot.
I thought you were going to say something else. I was sitting there like, oh, she's got this awesome thing we didn't talk about before the live. And I'm sitting there bracing myself like, she's about to say something.
In my live video, that he said some things I didn't want him to say, but he did.
I know, it was fun.
It was not fun.
I know. But I saw your face, you were like,
what can I do? We're live.
We are live. This is nice. Yeah, I sold a lot of stuff. Okay, so are you thinking to yourself, well, I got a lot of stuff I don't want to sell, Rob? Yes, you do. You have a lot of stuff.
Have a garage sale, you guys.
Have a garage sale. If I had my phone, I would show this to you, but I'm using my phone to record this.
I can't believe you actually looked for it. He looked for it. He's like, if I had my phone.
If I had my phone, where is it? Have you guys seen my phone? Have you all seen my phone? No. Oh my. I'm really not like this during my Facebook Lives. Like, I'm pretty dry. I just get straight to the point. Point A. First, we're going to...
Let Go is a good app.
Let Go.
That you need to sell your stuff on. Because people will buy anything. What do people buy? Cinder blocks?
I had a pile of cinder blocks in my garage, right?
And they bought a broken bike.
I sold a broken bicycle today.
And just for the record, he let them know it was broken, so it wasn't an issue.
Oh yeah, you don't want to hustle these people. Like, I'm selling you this brand new BMX mountain bike.
I mean, obviously they'll be able to see your line.
And then it's like,
but don't do that.
This sucker didn't even have a tire. It was missing a tire. I had the tire, but it wasn't attached to the frame, and I was missing the parts that attached the two. So I went on the Let Go app. I said, hey, this bike is broke as hell. It's $10. $10, right? And I get 3 people message me, hey, I'll take that there bike, Rob. Like, Rob, I'll get that there bike. And I'm like, all right. So I actually, we lived on a military base, so I had to drive out the gate, sell it to the local guy, and fix his bikes. You will not believe what you can sell on Let Go. You have stuff in your garage, in your attic, wherever, that you probably have not touched in years, that you may or may not be holding on to for sentimental value. Well, I'm going to touch on something a little bit here. It might be a little uncomfortable, but I had a lot of stuff I sold that I had sentiment to, okay? I had a box full of comic books that I had since I was a senior in high school. That was 3 years ago, right?
I didn't catch that till just now.
Holy cow, are you listening?
I'm tired.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a long day.
Okay, so I said, let me recap for you.
No, you said comic books you had since you were a senior in high school.
Which was 3 years ago.
I caught up.
Okay, you caught up. Okay, so more than 15 years ago, all right, I had a box full of comic books. Mm-hmm. I know.
Do you have wrinkles?
Well, according with this light, I have I swear to God.
I know this light that makes me look so good.
Yeah, I'm glad it makes you look good.
Too.
I look good. I look like a heathen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you have a baby?
I don't know. I'm going to check on the baby real quick. Nope, baby's fine. Okay. So, I sold a box full of comic books for $250, okay? I've had these comic books for years and years and years, and a lot of them were my favorite comic books, okay? I sold a box full of old Transformers, okay, for a couple $100 too. I've sold Nintendo games that I used to play when I was a kid on eBay. eBay too. eBay is huge. I've sold so much stuff on eBay. eBay and Letgo. I must.
It's better.
Huh?
Letgo's better.
Letgo's okay.
It's better.
It is.
You don't have to ship it out, or do you? It's local, right?
It depends. Like, you might just have to sometimes.
Just never mind then. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I've never had to ship anything with Letgo, but sometimes you've had to. A lot of times they just show up to your garage and say, "Oh, I'll buy their tire," you know, and you just sell them a tire for a couple bucks. You think, well, Rob, a couple bucks, that's not a... Rob...
My baby's pictures. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm getting distracted.
Yeah, we're in the storage room, by the way.
I have squirrel syndrome tonight.
Yeah, well, look at this picture of Italy. I always point out the picture of Italy.
I hate that picture.
I love my picture of Italy. My daughter got it when she went over.
I'm not saying I hate the picture. I just don't think it's a good...
But I'm getting a new picture up here. It's going to be awesome. Pretty soon, as soon as I go print it out. Anyway, so I sold...
I'm baby. You keep talking.
I'll keep talking. Bye, honey. Everyone said bye, Amy. Alright, cool. Are you coming back? Maybe? Alright, well, I'll finish up. Alright, so I sold a bunch of stuff on Letgo, eBay, stuff that I once had sentiment to. And the reason I did that is because, first of all, it took me a lot of soul searching and a lot of time and some prayer and everything like that to come to terms with the fact that the stuff I'm holding on to is not as valuable as what I might get on the other side of selling it and investing into this business so I could create better quality content for y'all, okay? Does that make sense? So if you've got some stuff you're holding on to and it's from your childhood and you know you're struggling to invest in something that could change your life, okay, then you need to probably like reevaluate what that thing is doing for your life. Is it making you money? Is it making you richer? Is it making you happier? Or is it holding you back? Or is that just keeping up space in your garage when somebody out there might be happier? It might make them happier to have it. And then if you think about it, like if you invest in training or better equipment, a camera or an iPhone or whatever, and you deliver better, more quality content with better quality lighting and cameras and stuff like that, and people see you more as a professional and less of an amateur and more willing to buy from you, the more money you're going to make. And the more money you make, you can then go out and buy, either rebuy the stuff you sold or buy a better version of it. Because I'm fixing to sell one of my old guitars right now with the hopes that I can go back and buy a much better guitar with the money I plan to use after reinvesting that into this business. Does that make sense? And it takes a lot of like resolving within yourself to say, you know what, this is important to me. What I've started is serious. I've decided to start this home-based business seriously, okay? And I want to help as many people as I can. In order to do that, I got to reach as many people as I can. So I may have to sell that guitar that's been sitting in my attic for $150 so I can afford that Facebook ad that could then, bring in more people into my Facebook group, or, promote my Instagram post, or, if it's that important to you, then you're going to do what you have to do, okay? And once you end up selling that stuff, you may end up looking back and say, maybe I didn't really need that, or maybe there was some sort of emotional weight that held on that was associated with that thing, that selling it actually was like kind of a burden lifted off of you. Because that's what happened to me when I sold my comic books and when I sold my guitar, or I'm sorry, my Transformers, is those things represented a period of time in my life to which I wasn't really especially fond of. Kind of a crazy childhood. Some of you might be able to relate. And actually having those out of my house and given to somebody who would make them happier lifted my emotional burden up a lot, to the point where I feel like my conscience is more clear, and I feel less burdened emotionally, and I can come on here and deliver better quality to y'all. It's kind of a deep concept, and I know I'm throwing some deep stuff at you right now, but these are the kind of things that keep you going on social media every single day. That's what you take what you love and you run with it every single day. And that's why a niche, I talk about niches in boot camps, that's why a niche is so important. If you establish a niche on social media that you love to show up to every single day, you're going to do what you have to do to make that niche happen so you can reach out to as many people and share that niche with them to help them, okay? So if you're a nutritionist and that's your niche, then you might need a nutritionist course to make it better, make your knowledge better, okay, for research and development. It may cost $1,200 to do that course, so you're going to find ways to afford that nutrition course. For instance, Amy, who was just in here, she wanted to expand her knowledge as a fitness coach, so we're investing $1,200 into a, what is it called? It's a fitness certification, okay? And with that, she is going to be able to expand her knowledge and help more people, okay? In order for me to create what I did here, to build your Instagram for leads and sales, the boot camp, the Instagram knowledge, the social media promotions, the food prep life, and all the other stuff I got going on Instagram, I actually took 3 trainings over the course of 15 months and a lot of experience, and total probably cost me about $2,500 to get to this point where I'm at right now. And it was not easy coming up with that money. I had to scrimp and save and figure it out. And here I am right now. And I feel like that I am more fulfilled up to this point doing what I love. And as many of you know, I'm in the military. And as I exit out of the military here pretty soon, I'm going to be doing something I love to do versus having to work another 9 to 5 until I get older. So anyway, kind of a deep subject tonight, but I just felt compelled to come on here and tell you guys about that. I wish Amy could have stayed around a little bit longer, but she had to go take care of the baby. So I'm very happy she showed up. And she's got a lot of great stuff going on too. So I just want to come on here tonight. Thank you all for watching. If you're going to watch this on high end, if not, we'll be talking to you guys soon. But again, thanks again. Y'all have a great night. Good night.